Hello everyone, welcome to Digital. So we are planning to collect different great companies aptitude question papers like previous years or present happened aptitude question papers, and we are going to record a video we are going to show you the question papers, like how the questions can be framed, and what type of question can be asked mostly, and from what concept a particular company is concentrating. So different companies will concentrate on different topics mostly. So we'll show you what type of concepts and what type of questions are asked from different companies. So when it comes to today's video, so we are planning to show you the Wipro 2025 aptitude question papers. So I'm going to show you the questions and I'm going to solve the questions for you, and I'm going to give a shortcuts to solve a particular problem also. And we'll see the questions right now. So if you're more interested to know the question papers of different companies, please follow Digit Innovations, and we'll start with the questions right now. So the first question is, express a speed of 36 kilometers per hour in meter per seconds. So what they're asking us to convert that 36 kilometers per hour into meter per seconds. So this is the concept from time, speed and distance. So in time, speed and distance, we're going to have the sub concept which is unit conversion. Okay, in basics of this time, speed and distance, we will get this concept. We called it as unit conversions. If in the questions they are asking us to convert it from kilometers per hour into meter per seconds, we're going to use this concept. Okay, not only while they're asking, if in the questions we are going to have like different units. If we have different units, we are not going to solve that problem very easily, because units are not compatible to each other. So the units have to be comparable to each other. Then only we can solve the problem. So to make it compatible to each other, we are going to use this unit conversion concept. Um, so here, to convert any kilometers per hour into meter per seconds, then you have to multiply the value with 5 by 18. Okay, if you need to convert any value into kilometers per hour into meter per seconds, then you're going to multiply with 5 by 18. If you're planning to convert from meter per seconds into kilometers per hour, then you're going to multiply with 18 by 5. Okay, so let's come into the question. They're asking us to convert from kilometers per hour into meter per seconds. So then you will go with this one. So you have to multiply the value with 5 by 18. So 18 ones, 18 twos. So 2 into 5, it will be 10 meter per seconds. I hope you are clear. This is the concept if you need to convert the units. Okay. So the next one, it is express 25 meter per seconds in kilometers per hour. So they are asking us to convert meter per seconds into kilometers per hour. If they are asking us to convert from meter per seconds into kilometer per hour, you have to multiply with 18 by 5, inverse of 5 by 18, right? So 5 into 80, it will be 90 kilometers per hour. Okay, so the answer it is option C. Then we'll go to the next question. This is the question from the same concept, which is time, speed and distance. So that speed of a train is 90 kilometers per hour. So let us write the information, given information. So speed of a train is 90 kilometers per hour. Okay. So what is the distance covered by it in 10 minutes? So the time took for the train is 10 minutes. So they are asking us how much distance does the train covered with the speed of 90 kilometers per hour in 10 minutes. So now we are going to use the fundamental formula of distance, which is speed into time. So this is the formula we are going to use right now. And if they are asking us to find the speed, so we are just going to write it as distance equal to, speed equal to distance by time. This time will go, this time will go to this side. Here it is multiplying. It will, if we go to this side, it will divide. So if they ask time, then it will be distance by speed. Okay. So before putting these values in the formula, so let us see whether the units are compatible to each other or not. So it is, speed is in 90 kilometers per hour. Time is in 10 minutes. Is the units are comparing to each other? No. So now we need to convert this minutes into hours. So then you have to divide by using 60. So 1 minute it will be 60 minutes and it will be 1 by 6. So then the now units are comparing to each other. Now let's put the values in the formula. Speed it is 90 and time it is 1 by 6. So 6 ones, 6 15s. So it is, distance is 15 kilometers. We have done nothing here. We just note down the values given there and we just checked whether the units are comparing to each other or not. If they are not comparing to each other, then we just converted it into hours, minutes into hours, and we just took the formula, which is fundamental formula of distance is speed and time, speed into time. We have just put those values in the formula and we got the answer. Okay. Yeah. So next one, it is a car covers a distance of 624 kilometers in 6 1 by 2 hours. Find its speed. So the distance is 624 kilometers and time is 6 1 by 2 hours. Find the speed. So what is the speed formula? Distance by time, right? So time is in mixed fraction. Let us convert it into a fraction. So it will be easy for us. So 6 2 is 12, 12 plus 1, 30. So it will be 13 by 2. So distance it is 624 and time it is 13 by 2. When you take this value to upper side, it will become 624 2 by 30. So 13 ones, 13 48s. So 48 into 2, it will be 96 kilometers per hour. Okay, I hope you're clear. Yeah. So A alone can do it in 10 days. B alone takes 15 days. If both together can do the work in how many days? Oh, this is the concept from, this is the question from the concept time and work. Uh, the question it is, there is some plenty of work is there and that plenty of work is done by A in 10 days. So A alone can do the work in 10 days and B alone can do the same work in 15 days. But what if they work together? Like A can do some amount of work in single day and B can do this same work, like different units work in single day, and together how many days does they require to complete the whole work? First of all, to solve a particular problem, just we have to know, first we have to know what is the total work, right? Before not knowing what is work and like how much work is there, how can we say these people will take this much of time, right? So first we have to know how much work is there. Okay, how many units work is there, we have to know. How we are going to find out how much work is there? Based on the days given in the questions. Okay, so whenever you see days in the questions, just take the LCM for the given days, not like for a particular person this much is there, no, for other person this many is there. Together some days are given. No need to think of anything, just take the days and take the LCM from those days, then you will get the total work there itself. So 10 you will write it as 5 into 2 in the prime factorization. So 15 you can write it as 5 into 3. So LCM it will be 5 into 3 into 2, which is 30. So total 30 units work is there. Okay. So now let us find out in a single day how much work can A do. So total it is 30 units. 30 units by how many days does A is required to complete the whole 30 units? It is 10. So in a single day he was completing 3 units per day. He was completing 3 units in a day. So when it comes to B, to complete this 30 units, he was taking 15 days. That means in a single day, he was completing 2 units. Okay. So in a single day, if they work together, they're going to complete how many units? Here 3 units by A, here 2 units by day. Total 5 units together they can complete in a day. Okay, so to complete this 30 units, how many days does they require? So it will be A plus B equal to 30 by 5 units in a single day. And then it will be 6 days to complete the whole work. In the first day it will be 5 units, and the second day it will be other 5 units, and third day it will be other 5 units, and fourth day it will be other 5 units, and fifth day it will be other 5 units, and sixth day it will be other 5 units. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 and 30. So total how many days? 6 days they required to complete the whole 30 units. So before going to the problem, first of all, you have to know how many units of work is there. Before knowing how much work is there, you cannot solve the problem. Okay. So first, learn how many units are there in the question. Okay. So this is from the same concept, time and work. A can do a piece of work in 4 days. B can do it in 5 days. With the assistance of C, they completed the work in 2 days. Find in how many days can C alone do it. So there is some work, and to complete the whole work, A is taking 4 days but singly working. B is taking 5 days, and C we doesn't know. That is the thing we need to find out. And but the help of together, like A, B and C, three together can complete the whole work in 2 days. So how in the C alone can do how many days to complete the whole work, they are asking. As I told you, first you have to find the whole work. So let us take the LCM for the days, given days. It is 4, 5 and 2. So 4 you will write it as 2 into 2, and 5 you will write it as 5, and 2 you will write it as 2 in the prime factorization. So you will take 2 into 2 here and 5, which is 20 units. So total work is 20 units. You got to know the total work is 20 units. So in a single day, how much work can A do? Let us find out. So 20 by how many days he was taking? 4. That means he was completing 5 units in a single day. So when comes to B, he was taking 5 days. So that means he was completing 4 units in a day. So when comes to C, we doesn't know, but we have to find out. But 3 together are taking 2 days to complete the whole 20 units. That means 3 together are taking 10 units, 3 together are completing 10 units in a single day. So in a single day we got to know A can do 5 units, right? A can do 5 units and B can do 4 units. Here they're telling 3 together are completing 10 units in a single day. So in this 10 units, 9 units are done by A and B, and remaining 1 unit is done by C. Okay, so we got to know in a single day C is completing 1 unit in a particular day. So how many days required for the C to complete the whole work, to complete the 20 units? In one day he was doing 1 unit. So to complete this 20 units, he will require 20 days. So every day he was completing 1 unit, 1 unit, 1 unit. So he will take 20 days to complete the 20 units. In every single day he was completing only single unit. So that he will take 20 days to complete the whole work. So the option it is B. I hope you are clear. Then I'll go to the next question. So this is also from same concept. A, B and C can do a piece of work in 24, 30 and 40 days respectively. So separately they're telling, not together. So A is completing the whole work in 24 days and B is completing the whole work in 30 days and C is completing the whole work in 40 days. If they start work together, if they start like 3 together, if they start working, how they will take some X days, okay, to complete the whole work. What if C leaves before 4 days? For example, if they require 30 days to complete the whole work, uh, C leaves the work before completion of the work. That means he was leaving before 4 days. That means 6 days. Oh, C is working only for 26 days. Remaining that 4 days, only A and B are working. Okay. So first, as I told you, you have to find the total work and you have to know in single day how many units does A is completing and B is completing and C is completing. After that, we have to find out 3 together how many days does they require to complete the whole work. After finding the days, then you have to subtract 4 days from that. Okay, 4 days from the total completion of the days. Okay, that means you will get the value and you will calculate those days, for example, A, B plus C in a single day they can complete 10 units. Okay, let us assume they can complete in 10 units. Okay, uh, in 10 days, in 30 days they are taking to complete the whole work. So that means 26 days 3 are working together. So that means 26 into 10, it will be 260 units. 260 units will be done by 3 persons. Remaining, if total work is 300, 260 units is done by A, B, C together. Okay, and remaining 40 units out there, right? Total 300 and into 300, 260 is done. In how many units are remaining here? Only 40 units are remaining here. So these 40 units are done by A and B. Okay, so we already will have how many units in a single day A can complete and B can complete. If we add these two and you will get some value and you will add it to this one and you'll add to this one and you add and you'll count how many days does they require. Okay, this is the process we have to do. So let us do this. First let us find out the work. So 24, 30 and 40. So 24 you will write it as 6 fours, you can write it as 6 fours, and 30 3 into 5 into 2, and 40 2 into 2 into 2 into 5. So 2, it will be 2 into 2 into 2, and 5 and 3. Total it will be 120 units. So total work it is 120 units. So let us find separately in a single day how much A can do the work. 120 by 24. How much? It will be 5 units. So A is completing 5 units in a single day. When comes to B, 120 by 30. So he was completing 4 units in a single day. When comes to C, 120 by 40. So he was completing 3 units in a single day. Okay, we got to know in a single day, A is completing 5 units and B is completing 4 units and C is completing 3 units, right? So together, how many days does they require? We will see. A plus B plus C equal to 120 by how many days they are like we already have how many units they are completing in a single day, right? 5 plus 4 plus 3, how much? 12. So in a single day, they are completing 12 units. So how many days they require? So they require 10 days to complete the whole work. Okay. 3 together require 10 days to complete the whole work. So what they told in the question, C leaves 4 days before completion of the work. So that means before 4 days means in this 10 days, before 4 days means 6 days. So in the 6 days, 3 are working together. Okay. So that means how many units in a single day 3 can complete? We already know it is 12. So in this 6 days, how much it will be? 72. So total 72 units are done by 3 together. Remaining how much? How many units are there? 48 is remaining. Okay. So in this 120, 72 is done and you require 48. So 48 is remaining here. So this 48 is being completed by A and B. Okay. 6 days happened and in the from the 7th day only A and B will work. So in the 7th day how many units it will complete? 5 by A and 4 by B. So 9. How much? So let us start with 72 and 9. 9 is being completed. It will be 81. It is in 7th day and again 9. It will be in 8th day and 9. It will be 99. It will be 9th day and again to the 99. 9 will be added. It will be 108 and it is in the 10th day and again 9 is added. Sorry. Yeah. Again 9 is added. Then it will be 17. It is on 11th day. Oh, remaining only 3 is there. It can be completed by both the person like one and off and it will be completed in like half day. Okay. Half day they can take to complete the whole day. Then it will be 11 and off days. So approximately you can take it as 11 days. Okay. So the option is D. I hope you are clear. So as I told you, the same process I was doing. I took the LCM of 24, 30, 40 and I found out that the total work which is 120 units and I got to know A is completing 5 units in a single day and B is completing 4 units in a single day, C is completing 3 units in a single day. So 3 together are completing 12 units in a single day. So to complete that 120 units, how many days does they require? 10 days, right? So in this 10 days, before completion of the work, so how many days does they requiring to complete the whole work? 10 days. So that means before this 4 days, in 10 days, 4 days before means it is 6 days. So 6 days, 3 are working together, right? So how if they work together in 6 days, how many units they can complete? It is total 72 units. So in 120, 72 if we remove, we only have 48. So to complete this 48 units, we require 11 days. So to complete this 48 units, only A and B should work together because C is already left. So remaining days only A and B are working. I hope you are clear. Yeah. 5 men and 12 boys finish a piece of work in 4 days. 7 men and 6 boys do it in 5 days. The ratio between the efficiencies of a man and boy is. So this is also from like time and work. For here you're going to have a formula. So that is how many men's into days into efficiency you can say, and by work is equal to men into days into efficiency by work. Okay, if they gave different like two different works, you're going to write here the different works. If the same work, you're going to cancel w here, and you're going to have you can ask, you can come the questions in this type of also. Some men's are taking some days, the efficiency of some unit with the some x work. How many men does they require to complete the same work in 5 days with this particular efficiency? So based on this formula, you can solve it. Okay. So men and boys will comes under M only. So 5 men plus 12 boys took 4 days. Efficiency like is same. It will be get cancelled and work also will get cancelled because it is same, right? So 4 days. And next one, how many men are there? 7 men plus 6 boys into 5 days. So now you need to find the ratios of efficiency of man and boy. So 5 men, when you multiply this, it will be 20 men and it will be 48 boys and it will be 35 men plus 30 boys. So when you take this value to this side, you will get 18 boys and 15 men. So man and boy ratio they are asking. So men, it will be 18 by 50, which is 3 6s, 3 5s. I hope you are clear. So next one, it is A and B can finish a work in 16 days while A alone can do the same work in 24 days. In how many days B alone will complete the work? This is the same type of questions. As I told you, first you have to find the total work 16 and 24. 16 you write it as 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, and 24 so into 3. So it is total 16 into 3, it will be 48 units. So total or 48 units the work it is. So A and B together they're completing in 16 days. Total 48 and 16 days it will be 3 units. Okay. 3 together are completing 3 units in a single day. So A singly is how many units does he completing in a particular? Let us find out. 48 by 24. So it is 2 units. So he was completing 2 units in a single day. Together they're completing 3 units in a single day. In this 3 units, 2 units is done by A and remaining 1 unit is being done by B. Okay. So how many days does he require to complete this 48 units? He'll require 48 days to get 1 unit in a single day. Clear? So he was taking 48 days to complete the whole work. So I hope you are clear. Some persons can do a piece of work in 12 days, and two times the number of these people will do half of that work in how many days. So there are some plenty of people who can do. So some people are there, they're completing some work in 12 days. As I told you, if the days are given in a question, go for the LCM of that particular number. You will find out the total units there. So LCM of 12, it will be 12 itself. The total work, it will be 12 units. So for people, they are taking 12 days so to complete 12 units. So in single day, they are completing 1 unit per day. Some people are there. How many people, we doesn't know. And half of the work and two times of the number of persons. For example, people, let us take it P, and they are becoming double. That means it will become 2P. And half of the work, we already know it is 12 units. Half of this work means 6 units. So to complete these 6 units, by that peoples, how much days does they require? They're asking. So it will take only 3 days to complete that work. The simple logic you have to know. So let us take it as persons as P, and that persons are taking 12 days to complete that work. Like a single person, we didn't mention there. So those some persons are taking 12 days. That means, as I told you, if the questions 12 days, any days are mentioned, take the LCM of those days and you will get the total work there itself. And here we got to know 12 units is the work. That means 12 units is being completed in 12 days. That means in a single day, 1 unit is being completed by that persons. Okay, P. And that people are becoming double. That means 2 times of that P. So 2P, you write it as 2P equal to 6. So how many days does they require? 3 days. So what number has a 5:1 ratio to the number 10? So they are asking what is the number that is being to the number 10 of the ratio 5:1. So just writing the question into an equation is the only thing you have to do. So 5 by 1, which is 50. So that number is nothing but 50. So what number has a ratio? Something x number has a ratio to the number 10. Something x number has a ratio to the number. Something x number to the number 10 has a ratio 5:1. So this is the meaning. So two same glasses are respectively 1/4, 1/5 full of milk. They are then filled with water and the contents mixed in a tumbler. The ratio of milk and water in the tumbler is. So there are two glasses which contains both milk and water. So 1/4 and in first glass 1/4 of milk is there, and in the second glass 1/5 of milk is there. So water and mixed together. And what is the ratio of milk and water in the tumbler? They're asking if they mix together, what is the ratio of milk and water? So we have to know how much quantity is there in a single glass, right? So find out the LCM for 4 and 5. So 1 by 4th, right? 1 by 5th of the milk, right? Here you will get the total units. How many units are there? 4 you can write it as 2 into 2 and 5 you can write it as 5. It will be 20 units. So 20 units in a single glass. So in a glass, it is taken in a glass, 1 by 4th of 20 units is milk. So that means 5 units or milk. In glass B, 1 by 5th of 20 liters is milk. So that means 4 units is milk. Okay, total how many units are there milk? 9 units are there. So we already know in 20 units, 5 units are milk in the first glass, A glass. 5 units are milk, remaining 15 units are water. And in the B glass, 4 units are milk, remaining 60 units are water. So that means total how much? It is 31. So asking in a ratio, right? Milk and water, it is 9 is to 31. So answer it is 9 is to 31. So next question, it is from a partnership concept. A and B entered into a partnership investing rupees 25,000 and rupees 30,000 respectively. After 4 months, C also joined the business with an investment of rupees 35,000. What is the share of C in an annual profit of rupees 47,000? So actually started with A and B. They invested 25,000 and 30,000, and total they are invested for 12 months. Annual profit means 12 months. And after completing of 4 months, C also joined the business with 35,000 investment. Uh, after after completing a year, they got a profit of 47,000. How they going to share that profit? How much does each person should get? They're asking like for only C they're asking. We can find for the whole persons also. So the process is, first you have to find how many parts should each person should get. That means we have to write in a ratio format. So 25,000 is to 30,000 is to 35,000. So here they are not investing for whole year. A and B are investing for whole year, that means for 12 months. But when it comes to C is not investing for whole year. Only for 8 months he was investing, right? So if all the people are investing for the same period of time, no need to mention the time period. But if any person is missing or less than the actual profit, you have to multiply with the time period. So here they are not in a same period of time investment. Time investment is not same for all the people. If it is not same, you have to mention the time period also for everyone. So for A, he invested for a whole 12 months. And when comes to B, he invested for total 12 months. And when comes to C, he invested for only 8 months, right? So let us cancel this. Four threes and four twos. So here you are going to get it as 75 and 90 and 70. So 5 15s, 5 18s, 5 14s. So these are the paths should be given to A, B and C. So total in 47,000, A should get 15 paths and B should get 18 paths and C should get 14 paths. Okay. So for a single path, how much money should be invested? Total paths, how many here? It is total 47 paths. Okay. If we find the single paths, we will get the answer, right? So one part is equal to So total it is 47,000 and 47 parts. You will get for one part it is 1,000. So whose profit they are asking? They are asking for C profit. C how many parts he should get? 14 parts. So 14 into 1,000, it will be 14,000. So C should get 14,000. So the answer it is D. This is from simple interest concept. In how many years does the sum of rupees 5,000 yield a simple interest of rupees 16,500 at 15% per annum? So some principal is 5,000. At rate of 15% per annum, he got simple interest as 16,500. How many years does he require to get that simple interest as 16,500 they asked. So we can just use the formula because we already have three terms here. We need to find out only one term, that is time. So SI equal to PTR by 100. This is the simple interest formula. Simple interest is 16,500 equal to principal is 5,000 into time we need to find out and rate of interest is 50. So 100. Two zeros will get cancelled and 16,500 by 50 into 50. So 0 will get cancelled. 5 ones, 5, 3 30s. So 15 ones, 15 22s. So total it is 22 years required to get simple interest as 16,500 with rate of interest 15% per annum. I hope you are clear. So next one it is the radius of a circle is increased by 1%. Find how much percent does its area increases. So here there is no information is given, right? There is nothing information. Radius is not given here. So I am taking assumption as 100. Okay. I am taking radius as 100. Okay. What is area formula? Area of a circle formula? It is pi r square, right? So pi it is r value we already know it is 100, which is 100 square. It will be 1,000 pi. This is the previous one, previous area, right? And the new area is got 1% increase. That means radius will be 101, right? Then what is the new area formula? It will be same, it is pi r square. And you already know it is 101. So pi into 10,201. This is the new one. And how much percent does it increase? They are asking for the percentage change. So change by base value into 100. This is the percentage change formula, right? So it became from 10,201 pi to here it should be 10,000 pi. What is the initial value? It is 10,000 pi into 100. Here you will get 201 pi by 10,000 pi. Pi will get cancelled into 100. Two zeros will get cancelled and the value it would be 2.01% is the percentage change. I hope you are clear. So this is the first part of Wipro 2025 aptitude questions. So till here you have covered quantitative part. So to know the second part, like to know the logical reasoning questions, what type of questions is asked in the Wipro questions, Wipro 2025. So please follow Digit Innovations channel. And if you want the second part, please comment part 2 or Digit Innovations. We will provide you part 2. And happy learning. Have a great day, all of you. Thank you all.